Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Greg M here. Um, this one is featuring Allyson Felix, and it says here, by this article was done by Deepa Shivaram. U.S. Olympian Allyson Felix says she retired after 2022 season. So she's making one last run at it before she goes out. Down here in the fine print here, Allyson Felix announced on Instagram that she would retire after the 2022 season. She said she'd run this season in honor of women and for a better future for my daughter. I can respect that. So we're going to read the article and go through it. So stay tuned and read along with me. So continuing with the article, ladies and gentlemen, as it reads here, it was really cool to come together to close out the Olympic Games, and for me, my Olympic career in this way, she said. After track, Felix also became an advocate for maternal health for Black women after publicly sharing her story of having an emergency C-section when she delivered her daughter. She's also widely advocated for athletes who are moms like herself. In 2021, she created a grant for Olympic athletes who are mothers to support their childcare needs while they competed abroad. And she has been critical of her former sponsor, Nike, when the company refused to pay her while she was on maternity leave. There have been so many women before me who had to stay silent about their fight, and so for me to be able to step out, I think my daughter gave me the courage to do that, she said last August. And we'll continue on to the next reading. Continuing on, Allyson Felix, the most decorated U.S. track and field athlete in history, announced on Instagram that she would retire at the end of 2022 season. Felix, 36, has won 11 Olympic medals over the course of her career and has been competing in the Olympic Games since Athens in 2004. As a little girl, they called chicken legs. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined I'd have a career like this, Felix wrote. I have so much gratitude for the sport that has changed my life. I have given everything I have to run in, and for the first time, I'm not sure if I have everything left to give, she added. Felix said she wanted to make her last season about joy. She said she would be running for women and for a better future for my daughter. During last summer's Olympics in Tokyo, Felix secured her 11th medal when she helped the U.S. women's 4x400 meter relay team win gold. Tokyo was the last games Felix competed in her career. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the article. Just a short one I want to cover. I thought Allyson Felix had retired last year and that was going to be it, but I guess, it's hard to walk away when you're still competing at a pretty high level, even despite she getting a little older in the legs. But to me, if you can set your own, standards and go out on your own terms, good, win or lose, it's the love of the sport, the passion that she has. But I really respect that she stood up for a lot of women and sent a good message that you can have control over your life and women should be treated fairly in sport. As far as equal pay, if they decide to have a family and they have to take a leave of absence to deal with the birth of their child, they should be paid, not taken off their contracts and treated, like, they were less than, because the thing with the sponsorship world, everybody likes a winner and wants you to perform, that is just not right, that you still don't have any control over your life. And women end up getting treated really, really poorly in the sports, in not just track and field, but across many other sports. And she's really helping out to set to level the playing field, I should say. So it's just not so that favor is not just shown to the men in the sports. You know, men get a certain pay, women should get the same pay for the same performance. Look at the women's soccer team. They were winning World Cup, Olympics, championships, and consistently, and were paid way less than the men. They finally went to court about it and got awarded a couple millions. And I guess now, they're gonna be paying them more equally now. I would assume. I'm still yet to see what's gonna happen with that and how that's gonna assimilate into the pay structure compared to the men. But the same thing, I suspect that there are women out there still who are not getting paid at the same level as the men do. I'm hoping it is. When I ran track, it wasn't too many people getting paid like that. A few people were, unless you were in the top 10 like the Carl Lewises and at the time Ben Johnson and many others, you weren't making millions if you can't land those endorsements. You have to pretty much be in the top 10. So nowadays you can have at least the top 20 or maybe even more that can make a living out of this, as long as they're running pretty fast times and you can draw the crowd, you know what I'm saying? But the women, even though they can draw the crowd, they may not get paid the same. And I just think once you make that a career and you've dedicated your time, you're running for your Nike or Adidas or Puma or whichever shoe company, and you give your all to them. You promote their goods, you promote their sportswear, their shoes, cause them to make millions off of you wearing their shoes for winning an Olympic medal in their shoes and outfit, which lead a lot of young people to buy their sporting wear or shoes or equipment, and they make 10 times more. And then the moment you need a little help from them, they because a woman has to she wants to start a family, it's like, no, you can't do that, or we're going to take you off the payroll. And for a woman like her that given her all to them, that wasn't fair. But that's just my take on that. I just wanted to bring this article and speak up, bring light to it. And I hope that equality in the sports between men and women will be level and fair and square as far as pay and sponsorship and all that. So I respect what she's doing and good for her. Hope she goes out with a banger this year. And she ran impressive last weekend. I think she ran like 22.5 something. I don't know the exact time, but wish her all the best. I just wanted to cover this, and anyway, that's it for now, and take care.